What is going on, guys? In this video, we're going to walk you through exactly why you should choose certain products and why you shouldn't choose certain products in this marketplace. What makes a good product good? What makes a bad product bad? And how do you actually find consistency and find a winning product in the mix of all these products on the internet? Watch the entire video, leave a like as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and watch the entire thing until the end. You'll be very, very happy you did.
First and foremost, I like this product. So this would get a nice green check mark of approval from me. And I'll tell you why. Number one, guys and gals, one of the most important things in this business is being able to actually portray a proper marketing angle on the product. Okay, not just explaining the obvious about the product, but actually having a true marketing angle that enables the consumer to say, you know what? This is a good buy. That makes sense. Angling the product is based on emotion and logic, like we always talk about. So while other people are out there marketing items just generally and not really going deep in actually choosing a proper marketing angle, that's where we change. For this instance, we're going to choose a marketing angle of education. We want to educate the consumer on why they would need a product like this. Okay, we want to educate them on really the results of having a dirty face and not cleaning your skin, okay, after you wear makeup or have dirt upon it. Okay, so immediately the marketing angle here is letting the consumer know that it is not healthy for you to obviously go day to day without washing your skin with a cleansing balm like this. So automatically, guys, what are we noticing here? That we are choosing the marketing angle of education. Okay, we want to educate them on the fact that it is unhealthy to have dirty skin and to not use a facial cleansing balm. Okay, and that is very, very true. If your pores go ahead and get all clogged up, you're going to be beginning to break out and get a bunch of things on your face that are not going to really help your confidence and make you so incredibly happy about yourself at that point. So immediately we understand that education on what happens when you have a dirty face is one of the main points of this product. Okay, so it's one thing to showcase the product. It's another thing to educate the consumer. Okay, and another thing I want to talk to you guys about is there's a lot of issues with other type of facial cleansers. A lot of them are acidic, a lot of them are chemicals, and a lot of them actually make people break out even more. This specific one is actually water-based, which is phenomenal. So having a water-based cleanser gives you the ability to actually have differentiation compared to a lot of the other cleansers out there. This one kind of has the L'Oreal, the Johnson & Johnson feel, where it's almost kid-friendly because it is water-based, also known as safe. Okay, so that's another logical reason as to why you should go ahead and really market this specific product, along with emotional, because if you're gonna be buying this for someone like your child, you want it to be safe. So that's kind of a double-edged sword there, a double-edged positive sword. We have a lot logic and emotion really conveyed to the consumer based on the water-based approach. After we're educating the consumer that a dirty face is obviously not proper if you wanna maintain a healthy look. And another thing, guys and gals, when you're inside of this market, okay, not only are we in the cosmetic market, in the cleanser facial market, okay, of beauty and health, the fact is, everything I just mentioned is high perceived value. Okay, so when you are in a high perceived value market, you're automatically indicating that the product should be worth more than what the consumer probably thinks it is. Because at the end of the day, when you identify a high perceived value market, you could charge more for your products in that specific market, which is why I'm very, 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 I would say I'm very, very pro baby product, pro hair care, pro essentials, pro cosmetics. All these things are in the high perceived value market, which will lead the consumer to automatically be okay with paying a higher premium for this item, which is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so high perceived value market is huge. And typically, I'm always looking for high perceived value markets. Okay, I'm actually launching another product that we're getting videos for, and it's in the hair care market because I primarily only focus on high perceived value markets. That's what my bread and butter is. That's where I like to hang out. Okay, now, with that being said, all these things I just said previously are great for marketing angles. Okay, great for marketing angles. But now we also have to talk about the aesthetics of the product, my friends. So first and foremost, another reason why I love this product is because, as you can see, the packaging looks gorgeous, and that plays a massive, massive role in the actual product perceived value. Okay, a lot of times people will choose items, that have these types of qualities, but the actual container and the branding is just crap. And you don't want to go with bad branding from the get-go because then people aren't going to be able to go ahead and really resonate, and they won't see the aesthetic appeal, which will lower the perceived value, which will make them want to pay less and have more interest on your product. So packaging in hair oil, skincare, acne, creams in general is very, very important. And oftentimes I will choose a product over another product that is very, very similar solely based on the aesthetic appeal of the packaging. Okay, so Adam, first and foremost, brother, I like the product that you have here. I do want to give you some feedback on why I believe we do want to maybe move in a different direction. With this specific item, okay, while it does have differentiation in the realm of being able to listen to music in the water, which is great, we don't have a mass market that would be able to utilize a product like this, right? This is not a mass market appeal type of item. When we have differentiation, we don't want to go ahead and confuse differentiation for mass marketability. The whole ideology is that some items will be different, but the difference is not big enough to give them mass market appeal. And mass market appeal is something that we do want to be able to go ahead and move forward with, because in order for us to be profitable on our ads, we need a massive umbrella of interested buyers. And I don't know, and I don't think that this product is right for a mass market umbrella. Yes, it has differentiation, but I don't see a mass market group of people utilizing an item like this. Does that make sense? Overall, differentiation is different than mass marketability. And it's important that you understand that, because in order for you to convert properly and make a profit, you have to be able to convert on a low CPA. And if your mass marketability isn't there, you will never find profitability. So an item like this, while we see differentiation, while it does meet some piece of the product index criteria, we do also see that, maybe this isn't the best product to sell to a mass market. And that is my gripe with this specific item, Adam. So I would recommend against marketing this specific item. So first and foremost, one thing that Don did properly there, guys and gals, is he automatically thought what's going on around here. What is going on around him? TikTok is blowing up. Selfies are blowing up. Quick, fun videos, hands-free videos for that matter, ladies and gents, are blowing up. So this product is phenomenal. And let me tell you exactly why, guys. Okay, so first and foremost, meanwhile, yes, it is a plastic item. Okay, it's plastic. Yes, it's cheap. But guess what? Just like Hamid said, it relates to mass market, which is phenomenal. Okay, and not only that, but one of the most important things for me, guys, is selling the experience. Okay, sell the experience of using the product. Okay, hands-free rotation. You can even do Zoom calls, business calls on here. Okay, productivity. Sell the productivity. Okay, and sell human-to-human contact. All three of those things are clearly noted for in this specific product, guys and gals, which is why I'm absolutely in love with it, because we are in the TikTok era. So selling the experience, selling productivity, and selling human-to-human contact is massive. Not to mention, just like Aman said right here, okay, this is a mass market appeal item. Okay, so, well, pretty much actually it's decently expensive here, okay, but I would call this cheap compared to the experience, compared to the productivity, and compared to the human-to-human contact that you will get when utilizing a product like this. And that's why you can be super aggressive with pricing, because you are selling the angles of experience, of productivity, of human-to-human contact. And one thing I would do, and one thing I just did as well, I actually had my video creator for one new product that we're marketing create 3 different videos for me for the same product. One, okay, marketing one angle, one marketing another, and one marketing another angle, okay? Same thing here. When you are creating products, and if you have a lot of confidence in the item, it could be good to create 3 different video assets after you get some traction, focusing on different marketing angles. So you could go ahead and split test and literally understand which angle gets the best CPA. Oftentimes, I'll just use the example of the product that I'm marketing. It's a hair item, and what we're doing is this item is not only good for people with thick hair, but it's also good for children who often need this type of actual item. And we're creating different angles for each video because I want to see if I can get a lower CPA for one of the angles. I'm not kind of pushing it all together in one video. I'm trying 3 different angles in 3 different videos to see where my CPA is the lowest. And guys, CPA is cost per acquisition. That's the amount of money you're paying Facebook for a sale. So being able to differentiate and understand the marketing angles and being able to separate each marketing angle is going to give you the ability to be able to understand that you might be able to get lower CPA, which is phenomenal. Now, my one vendetta with this product, and something that I want to point out, is the fact that an item like this is a dime a dozen, right? There's 1.5 million other items that are just like this one, right? There's 1 million different waist trainers that aren't differentiation, don't have differentiation compared to this product. And one of the biggest things, guys and gals, is that when you go ahead and type in waist trainer, you'll see a list of like 30, 40, 50 different waist trainers. But guess what? the end product, the last result, the result of the product is all the same. They look different, they strap differently, they do this, they do that, but the result is always the same. So I think this item lacks some differentiation. And I do think it's a good item. But what I like to choose, and Sammy, this is to your point, I like to choose items that have differentiation, because I've often found times that when I'm focusing on items that have differentiation, I am getting better CPA, because this is a newer concept to people. With something like this that has already been exposed and is available on so many different AliExpress vendors, it's a very, very generic product that has been in the market for quite some time without much differentiation of the end result of the product. So I like the product, but I'd rather you focus on items that have differentiation on the end results. We know that in the e-commerce space, right, some items will be already sold for a little while. And one of the ways that you could really see this from the get-go is when you type in waist trainer, you guys will be able to see there's like 30, 40, 50 different waist trainers with all different looks, but the same result. Major red flag. This is a multi-function bag that still is enabling you to store all the products that you had before, but now there's a massive differentiation, which is a changing station. And I say, absolutely, that's a big difference and a great marketing angle alone to say, let's go ahead and market this product, because the previous one was an absolute winner. We actually had a student who was doing very, very well with it, right? And now they have this item, okay? I love this particular item. Okay, we're going to keep this one. I am a very large fan of it because of that massive differentiation in the functionality, like we talked about, of the product. So I like the product because we have an easy, I'm gonna give you the pros because I like the product, okay, but I'm gonna give you the pros and cons of this product, okay? So the pros obviously is we have a pinpoint market, right? We're able to obviously say, okay, our angle is it's for pregnant women and pregnant women only. Okay, that's our pinpoint market. We can also go out there and say that this is more comfortable than wearing other traditional pants as well, which gives them a very, very, very big extra step into getting these because they want to be comfortable for that 6 months, 6 to 8 months that they're pregnant, right? Yeah. So we have the pinpoint market. We obviously have comfort, right? And we have the fact that it simply is a mass market appeal because there's enough pregnant individuals out there to where this is mass market. Okay, so those are the three pros I'm going to give you on this, but I'm going to start to name some cons. And there's not many, but I do have one major con here. So the whole thing is that this item's been around for quite some time, right? And there's a lot of different people selling the same exact item, right? So ultimately, if you go on AliExpress and type in the name of this product, you'll see a ton of people selling the same thing, a ton of different manufacturers selling the same thing. And usually that's a pretty big red flag if we see that a bunch of manufacturers selling the same thing, because it oftentimes shows us that one, it could be a bit saturated, and two, the keywords for these specific items could be a bit large as well. So meanwhile, we do have pros here. We do have some con for this specific item as well. All in all, I'm overall neutral with this item. I don't love it and I don't dislike it. I would rather you put other items as a priority over this one, but keep this on your arsenal for later testing purposes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Perfect. And the whole thing as well is you're going to have items that are like straight up golden winners. You'll have winners, you'll have like bronze winners, and you'll have like lower tier winners. Okay, so items will sell at different speeds based on market demand, right? An item like this definitely is in demand, but a lot of people are also probably selling something similar there, explaining why there's so many different AliExpress vendors having it on their site. And, it's not really a hidden type of product. Again, one of the really good points here is that it's super cheap, right? So you could get away with charging, anywhere from $19.95 to $24.95, which is the basic legging price for an item like this. So this is phenomenal with pricing. But you want to keep those, those points in mind for me real quick, because it's important that you prioritize items that are meeting our criteria, are meeting our ideologies, over items that typically aren't meeting to the T. I absolutely love it, okay? And I am going to give this an absolute green check mark off. And I guess everyone in this mastermind can see exactly why we like this item, okay? Because not only is it smack in the middle of our threshold, there's really good reviews based on the stars here. It's extremely cheap, really gorgeous packaging, high perceived value, but also very, very marketable for the marketing angle, okay? Only con with items like this is because they work so well on Facebook that Facebook is very, very, very prone to shooting them down with your advertisements. You can't have before and after, you can't make claims, and you can't go really and showcase, any side-by-side imagery, which is a good selling point. So As long as you can effectively and properly market the item without breaking the rules by making claims, by using, rule like this will change your life in 7 days, and by showing before and after, you will be good. This item is absolutely phenomenal for actually going through and hitting all the points that we talked about previously, from packaging to high perceived value, to pricing, to the market that it's in, to the angling that we have, to the actual order count. This is a A-OK product that will typically do very well when marketed properly with a stellar video. Okay, what I do want you to do though, is I want you to do additional research into the actual ingredients as we have here, okay? I want you to message the supplier and ask them what's inside of it, how they create it, and where it's made, okay? Very important that you hear all those things and you want us to ask them if it's safe, etc. You could also do some additional research online for items with the same ingredients to see the feedback on those as well. Is that understood?
And with that being said as well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the actual video. Definitely leave a like on the actual video as well. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And hopefully you guys got some incredible value from this specific video on why you should choose certain products and definitely stay away from certain products as well.